I called my mom when my husband refused to listen to me. I love my mom, but calling her was like throwing gasoline on a grease fire. My husband Jake and I had been arguing for weeks about this stupid couch. We'd been saving up for furniture, and he wanted this massive leather sectional that would basically eat up our entire living room. I kept telling him it was too big for our apartment, but he kept brushing me off like I was some annoying kid. Every time I brought it up, he'd be scrolling on his phone or watching TV and just go, "Yeah, babe, whatever you think," without even looking up. But then, when we went to the furniture store, he'd march straight to that same ugly brown monster couch and start talking to the salesperson like I wasn't even there. I felt invisible in my own relationship. The final straw was last Tuesday when I came home from work and found him on the phone with his buddy Ryan, talking about how he was gonna surprise me by just ordering the couch. I lost it. I told him we needed to actually discuss this like adults, and he just laughed and said, "Relax, it's just a couch. Just a couch." Like our shared living space meant nothing. That's when I made the call. Mom picked up on the first ring like she always does. "Hey sweetie, what's wrong?" she asked, because apparently my voice gives away everything. I told her the whole situation and she immediately went into mama bear mode. "Oh hell no," she said. "That boy needs to learn some respect. You want me to talk to him?" I should have said no. I really should have, but I was so frustrated and felt so unheard that I said yes. Mom came over 20 minutes later with this look on her face that I recognized from when I was a teenager and had done something stupid. She walked right up to Jake, who was playing video games, and said, "We need to talk." What happened next was basically a massacre. Mom laid into him about respect and communication and how a marriage is a partnership. She brought up examples from their failed marriage with my dad and started psychoanalyzing Jake's relationship with his mother. She even mentioned how his ex-girlfriend had complained about the same stuff when they were together, which honestly, I didn't even know Mom knew about. Jake just sat there getting redder and redder. When Mom finally finished her speech, he looked at me and said, "Are you serious right now? You called your mommy because we disagreed about furniture?" The way he said mommy made my stomach drop. I realized how this looked from his perspective and felt like I was gonna throw up. After Mom left, Jake and I had the worst fight we'd ever had. He said he felt ambushed and humiliated. He asked if I was gonna run to my mom every time we had a disagreement. He said he felt like he was married to both of us instead of just me. The worst part was, he wasn't totally wrong. We ended up not talking for 3 days. I slept on the couch, which was ironic since that's what started this whole mess. Jake's friends started treating me differently too. Ryan made some comment about how I needed to cut the cord when I saw him at the grocery store. I wanted to disappear. Finally, Jake and I sat down and actually talked. Really talked. He admitted he hadn't been listening to me about the couch, and that he sometimes dismisses my opinions without meaning to. I admitted that calling my mom was a huge overstep, and that I should have insisted we work it out ourselves first. We agreed that our relationship problems stay between us unless we're both okay with bringing someone else in. We also compromised on a smaller sectional that actually fits our space and looks way better than that leather monstrosity he wanted. The weirdest part is that this whole disaster actually made our communication better. Now, when one of us feels unheard, we have a code word to pump the brakes and really focus on each other. And Mom learned to ask if I want advice or just want to vent before jumping into fix-it mode.